Check it here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about different prototype layouts, the balance of them, how to have good ones, and depending on your statues, whether you're offensive or defensive, which ones you should typically use to kind of help advance your Boom Beach skill. I just noticed this light is like unbelievably bright. Like I can't even see my face. But yeah, anyway, so let's go ahead and dive on into today's topic, guys. So we're going to get rid of this green statue and start cooking up a red one here. So you see right now the chicken has a damage amp, a hot pot, and a doom cannon. So these, okay, so let's break it down first. So if you don't have any ice statues, regardless of your prototypes, you're still going to get raided, right? So the idea starts to become, instead of base defense, it turns into what's going to kill a few troops. Like, you want to use more single target stuff. You want to use more doom cannons, maybe even multiple doom cannons and a grappler even, especially if you're a lower VP and there's a lot of people using tanks and stuff. That's probably going to be your best bet. Hot pot, sure, it's usually going to be a good option, but on a base like this, these are my Hammerman prototypes. These are not good for defending the base, like, whatsoever. And especially since I'm usually taken down with all Zuka, the hot pot doesn't even usually have a chance to come up and fire. So, yeah, like, I would go with a grappler and a doom cannon. If I was the chicken and doing this properly, I would have probably 2 doom cannons, maybe 1 hidden in the trees, and a grappler or something like that to help pick off everybody. So let's dive into some player bases here so we can get chatting and attacking at the same time. And yeah, so when you introduce some ice, this is where it gets interesting, right? And this is also where it's basically required that you have, we're going to dive into today's Dr. Terrence. It's basically required, if you're going to have ice statues, that you have a shield. I do also have an ice account with 7 ice statues, and I would never have any prototype layout that didn't have at least 1 level 3 shield generator. So when you're running a lot of ice, shield gen's the most important. I would put laser beams as the second most important because when you have a lot of ice, basically all the attacks on you are going to be some form of smoky, or it's going to have Zukas in it, right? So the idea of having the laser is to really kind of, it's not necessarily just to outright stop the Zukas, but you can really kind of control where the other player is going to attack you and where they have to shock and things like that, because the laser, the cool thing about the laser, obviously, is that it shoots through everything and it'll go right through to your Zukas, so there's no way really to defense it other than to shock it. So you can set your base up knowing that they have to waste 1 shock there. This is more so if you have a lot of ice. We can look at some leaderboard bases as well, and they'll give a pretty good example of this, but you can kind of put your laser out in a way where it's where you know they're going to shock, and it's not going to be like you're not going to put a laser with 2 rockets and a shock launcher behind, right? That's kind of the idea that we're getting at. So yeah, lasers and shield gens are going to be great when you have lots of ice. Shield gens are always going to be good regardless of your statue type. You're basically always going to want a shield gen. The only time I wouldn't do it is if you don't have any ice and if you're not running level 3 shield gens, because at that point, I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, sure, it's going to help a bit, but you're still going to get one-shotted with Zukas for the most part. So it's not really worth wasting the prototypes. If you are of lower ice statues, or you don't have any, then obviously the better idea is to just kind of set your prototypes up so that you're able to take down some troops like doom cannons, grapplers. Grapplers are huge, man, especially when you're getting raided with tank medic a lot, because it basically, if you have a grappler and a doom cannon, even if it's level 1 or level 3 or whatever, it's the same thing as the laser beam at higher levels, right? Like, it can kind of control where you're using the tanks, or if you're even able to use them at all. I probably wouldn't use tanks on a base that had grapplers on it, unless there was a way I could smoke around it, but I mean, that's going to cost a lot of GVE, right? So there's benefits and there's setbacks to using every sort of prototype layout, but basically most people will do some sort of hot pot damage amp shield generator. That's usually some of the best, just in general for collecting up intel and things like that. So we can take a look at some of the top leaderboard bases, and then we'll get a better idea of what the pros are running. So we'll actually divert from Dr. Terrence here for a minute, and I think we'll just take a quick look at that. And we're going to see things like shield gens, we're going to see shock blasters, we're going to see laser beams, of course, way up at the top. Shock blasters are a big one. We didn't really talk about that. This guy's got 2 of them, which is pretty crazy. So he's got 2 shock blasters and a shield and a shield level 3. So his entire base has over 1 million health, which is pretty crazy. This is the #1 guy. Look at how much ice he has too. He's got that's not 10 ice, is it? 3, 6, 7, 7 ice stats. Yeah, so he's going 7-3, which makes sense. Then we'll take a look at the next guy here. And he's got 2 shields. So shield, you're always going to see shields at the top. And I guess Shock Blaster has been kind of the flavor of the month for what the meta has been recently. Shock Blaster is going to be great. They're going to, when people use things like tank, rifle, medic, like those kinds of weird strategies that have grenadiers and tanks kind of mixed into them with a bunch of riflemen, Shock Blasters are going to be deadly against those. And they also have like ridiculous amounts of health. Like these Shock Blasters have... They've got almost 75k health, which is pretty insane. So you're not barding those out by any means. So shock blasters, laser beams, shield gens, that's what you're gonna see at the top. More of the middle of the road kind of stuff is gonna be mainly like your doom cannons, your damage amps, your hot pods, things like that. And obviously prototypes for hammermen, which some people run. Which is basically the only reason I ever have prototypes out, is just to do hammermen, because my base isn't really set up for farming up much intel. I probably should make a new one. Maybe we'll do like we could do like a whole live stream out of that, I guess. Let me know that down below in the comments, guys. You'd be interested in seeing any sort of base building video. I don't know. It just takes a long time. It's super annoying. I'm still waiting. Going like 4 years at this point. Like still waiting for Boom Beach to come out with that base builder editor. We've been asking for that for a pretty long time. I'm actually surprised that that's never come out. Maybe that's what we should talk about the video, just to get people talking about that. That's something that we want in a future update. It's just an easy way to edit your base. And a cool thing, an interesting thing that they could also add would be, so you know in Clash Royale when you can just look at the leaderboard and copy people's decks. How cool would it be if, like, say that you're a max level player, whatever, you have all the buildings and defenses and all the mines and stuff. How cool would it be if you could just go to a leaderboard base and just copy it? Like, just say you're doing it for Hammerman, or just say that, like, you just want to copy it with a bunch of, maybe you have a guy with a bunch of ice and then you can practice against that base. Maybe that's kind of a bit broken, but maybe, maybe that would also get rid of the cheating software as well. It would be kind of, Clash of Clans practice attack way around that, but that's a whole other topic, guys. That's a whole other topic. But let me know what you think of that down below in the comments. We are getting into stage 6 on Tropical Dr. Terrence. Nothing too crazy, nothing too eventful here, guys. We'll get a shotgun out. We won't even need to get a shotgun out because we have Private Bullet, and he stops the entire he stops the entire base. He stops all the defenses just with one shot, guys. So. Yeah, stage 6 going down without a cluck, without a buck, without a duck. And moving on to stage 7. We got the 2-6 heavy Zuka loaded up with the taunt. No real reason for it other than it's the easiest to take down the bases with, and also chat about whatever kind of nonsense we're driving out of the chicken's beak today, guys. So we'll flare them up right about here. Let's, I probably should have taken this mortar out first. It's going to be kind of a nasty spread here, I'm thinking. We'll sacrifice some of those Zukas to the Boom Beach gods. Then we'll go, okay, I almost threw the critters down on that mine while the Zukas were walking past, and we do not want to do that, guys. So let's go like this, and then like this, and then we'll go like that. Double med kits on top of the Zukas. We'll get another taunt going off. And it's just that easy, guys. It's just that easy with taunt and with bullet. Oof, that was actually a pretty nasty shock launcher there, but doesn't matter, guys. Stage 7 goes down. Back. So that is going to wrap it up for the video today, guys. Let me know what your favorite prototype layout is. If you prefer using stuff that's good against Harriman, and you just keep it out for the week that it lasts, or if you set it up for your base defense, or if you run ice statues. I know a lot of people are just gonna say like, I don't run ice, so I run like these certain statues for trying to get diamonds and intel and stuff. But we also have the trader here today, so we might as well get a couple trader tickets going. We got the free box there. Boom. These are good deals. These are good deals for 4 million and 4 million. We're actually just off those, or 4 million, 6 million. But we'll see that for another time, guys. So yeah, that is gonna wrap it up the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think of all that down below in the comments, and yeah, we will. I have to say, that is gonna wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out.